Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to work that football in and make the catch.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. He gave up the completion.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, man, great job by the defense. First of all, great initial coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, and nice job understanding. This dude will take off and run, fly into the football. Most importantly, getting that sucker on the ground. Nice awareness by this defense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game.
Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. Running through contact. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Back to pass on second down.
The big fella in the...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He might want another play. To throw, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome. for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the left. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. The Longhorns will hustle with the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
To the air, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Under fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Moves around to clear up the vision. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll run the toss. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed in two straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Powers through the defender. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to turn the corner on the right. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Steps away. Now he's looking into the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket, because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving.
He's loose. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Notre Dame, 28, Texas, 21.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. A run for the quarterback. The offense pops it up. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field.
He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to beat the D deep. It's